What is up, guys? Welcome back to your favorite, your renounced show, the Game Changers Network. I know I'm talking slow as hell right now.
You better get some hype in this thing.
Man.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Game Changers Network.
Woo.
And Nate,
Nate.
give me my theme music.
That's going to wake me up right there.
That's going to wake us up. Both right there. Boom.
Woo. Let's see how you be smooth with it. You got to hear that. Hey. Yeah. I'm whipping kitchen. Sorry.
There we go. now we awake.
I'm about to freestyle.
Now we awake.
I'm hyped now. What's up, baby?
What's up?
What's up, baby?
I told you got to quit doing that. My arm's too small, bro.
Oh, that's right.
I got little baby arms.
You'll get there one day.
No, I'm a grown man. It ain't that. It's a done deal. Unless we get some long. What is that? Is there a surgery?
There is
for long arms.
You saw the surgery that there's this guy who got surgery recently for his knees to get taller.
They can do that with elbows to get longer arms.
You probably do with your T-Rex arms.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro.
Hey, I still beat your ass in golf though.
Boy, I wish you would. You know what? He's pretty cold. Anyway,
cold
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with being short, okay? Just get your little surgery. It's cool.
Nah, I'm good.
What's the difference between? What do you like? 6'1"?
I'm
trying to give you some.
I'm 5'10" and 3/4.
That's cute.
I'm almost 5'11".
I'm 6'6", 6'7". My bad, 6'7".
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
6'7". Playing basketball, I'm 10 foot though.
Whatever, bro.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I don't want to hear
Bill
none of
Russ.
it. So I don't play basketball. I just play golf.
I play golf too. I'm cold. You saw my birdie? Y'all saw my birdie? First birdie, baby. I'm about to order the golf box, so I can put birdie, Fabrice, Fwanji under. I'm gonna put GOAT.
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 Greatest of all time.
Played golf exactly 12 times.
Well, I'm glad that you brought up the GOAT because our GOAT is now eliminated.
Yeah, our GOAT got swept.
Playoffs.
He got swept.
He did.
He went from GOAT to GOAT juice. He got swept. You ever had GOAT before?
I have.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Really good.
What do they call that in Spanish? GOAT.
GOAT. Yo no sé.
Chivo.
¿Sabes? Chivo?
Chivo.
¿Te gusta Chivo? Me encantan Chivo.
Chivo, bro. It is good.
I like it. It's a very common African dish.
Really? Goat is?
Yeah, goat.
Y'all eat lamb too?
Goat, lamb. Oh, lamb is tight, man. But yeah, no. But LeBron got swept, and I feel bad because he dropped 40.
He did.
Out the first quarter, LeBron had like, 10? No, he had 15. First half, he had like 25, right? You know.
Yeah, he did his job.
What did the announcer say? He was like, he may not be as great as he once was, but he was as great as he was once.
Yes.
Which is dope. And it was dope to see because you remember LeBron back in the day didn't give a lick.
Yeah.
But he got swept, of course, you know, and it just goes to show how hard the Nuggets are. The Nuggets are a dog team.
So you know what? When I was watching that game, right?
Yeah.
Joker did his thing, right?
For sure.
But so did LeBron. Like if you're playing a basketball game, the talent has to match talent. Boom, boom. So yeah, you got Bron, you got Joker, and then who's the other dude on Denver Nuggets that he looks kind of Indian?
Why is everyone saying that? My brother said the same thing. He looks Indian. Jamal Murray.
Yes, Jamal Murray. That dude, like, it was making me so mad because I was like, we just finished Steph Curry and Klay Thompson of those dudes hitting threes,
shooter,
and we got to deal with this freaking dude.
But look, he's been like that. No one knows because he's on the Nuggets. No one knows the Nuggets was cold. Nuggets.
I found out.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Because look at their entire lineup, okay? Jokic, first of all, nobody can guard him in the league right now. And then you got Jamal Murray, that's a shooter.
Yeah.
You got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And big man.
Hold on. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
He was making me mad too, by the way.
Bro, I know. He a dunker, but now she's shooting threes.
Oh, I know.
He had like a 2-year gap where he went nothing, and now he's like back in. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who played with LeBron 2 seasons ago and went doing jack till now.
Yep.
You got Kevin Porter Jr., who is a 7'1" shooting demigod. This man is shooting jump shots like a point guard at 7'1", like he's KD or something. And then you got Bruce Brown, who's also shooting lights out. Bruce Brown, I don't even think he made the first round of the playoffs or of the NBA draft.
Yep.
He's out here balling, okay? And then you got their bench. They still got it's not Dennis Schroeder, Reggie Jackson, who, you know, fell off the map, but he's like a two they have on the bench. I mean, that team is deep.
Yeah.
That team is
There's
deep.
a reason why they're number one in the West.
Yeah, but no one watches them.
Nobody cares. I mean, the narrative, and the coach said this very loud and clear. He said the narrative was always been about Lakers and LeBron.
True.
But not about how great the Denver. Well, now it has to be because they're in the finals.
They're in the finals.
Yeah. So that is now.
Do you think anybody's gonna care if they
agenda.
win?
If the Nuggets win, yeah, that's a lot of noise for a lot of nobodies from what the media is
That's
pushing
a very
out.
point. True.
That's very loud.
But do you think there's gonna be some ignorant not cares? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's just the Nuggets, whatever, cool season, yay."
Well, I put me in that category because I ain't watching no more basketball.
Hey, watch it.
I ain't watching no more. I'm done.
But they're a good team, though. They're a solid team. They're a
They are a
solid
solid team.
franchise.
They're a
solid
solid team.
coach.
So it's just weird though because they don't really, outside of Jokic,
Jokic,
whatever his name is, outside of him, who's a superstar?
Jamal Murray.
Well, now people know, but like
But he's been though. So Jamal,
I mean, so when I say superstar, this is like I'm talking like media is like hitting on this dude every
Jamal Murray.
I don't hear his name ever.
So before this, like before the Nuggets, before Jokic went there, before Jokic, Jamal Murray was carrying that team. I don't know if you remember this. Jamal Murray dropped, I think it was either 60 or 70 points a season ago or 2 seasons ago. Boy was balling the lights out. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
But he's not like what I mean with superstar. If you turn on SportsCenter right this second, right,
yeah,
they're going to be talking about Jimmy Butler.
yeah,
They'll be talking, of course, LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're going to be talking about like Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
They're going to be talking about
Jokic.
what's his name, the one that wants to go to Lakers now.
Oh, Kyrie Irving. Okay.
They're going to be talking about superstars.
Right, but
that's what I mean,
now.
superstars.
But the problem is, like, before Jokic, it was Jamal. But now that we've seen
But
how
I'm telling
Jokic
you,
is,
I still didn't know about Murray until
Right.
like yesterday.
so like yesterday, so Jokic is,
what?
he's like, who's this Indian dude?
Who's
He
this?
does look a little Indian.
He does look
Yeah,
Indian.
he does look Indian, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I was so pissed. I was like, who is this guy and where does he come from and why is he shooting threes and hitting every time? Like every time that man got, I was like,
Yeah.
how do you defend this man?
So
Because you got Joker and you got Gordon. And the thing with Gordon, I
The
used to watch.
dunker.
Yes, I used to watch him when he was in the dunk contest. When him and the dude from Brooklyn.
Zach LaVine,
Yes, that dunk contest, I'm hands down probably
bro,
the
probably
best,
one of the best ones.
best dunk contest
Jumped
I've
over
ever
the car, under
yeah, under the
on
lap,
the
bro.
boat. Yeah,
Wow.
cold.
Bro, like that
I
was
remember.
one of the coldest dunk contests I've ever seen, and I
Yeah.
haven't heard from that dude since until
Now,
this series.
so
I was like, what?
you got to pay more attention, bro. So he was on Sacramento for a little bit. Kenneth Fareed was on there too. That boy in Taiwan, Taiwan
he was
Leopards.
there? Oh, he was there.
He's over there with Dwight Howard.
Hey, have you seen that TikTok where Dwight Howard's pretending to call LeBron James, telling him,
He tried.
yeah,
He pretended
telling
to.
him like, hey, number 6 is all yours, baby.
Dwight's a cold dog.
He is cold.
But no, speaking of, yeah, there's some dogs.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are some dogs. You know who's a dog though?
Who?
No, actually, what were we gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say
okay.
that now that they have swept the Lakers, can almost guarantee you that they're gonna win the ship.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So how you feel about Jamal Murray is how most of the world feels about Jimmy Butler now. Because Jimmy Butler's been him his whole career,
Yeah.
but nobody knew till now.
Oh, I've
Or
known.
till the bubble, right?
About to say, I know who Jimmy Butler is.
Well, you know Jimmy Cole.
Yeah.
Most people didn't know
Hold
about
up.
Jamal.
Now we talking about Jimmy Butler.
Uh-huh.
I saw this thing yesterday
Uh-huh.
that just opened my eyes, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Have you seen the conspiracy about him being Michael Jordan's son?
I did. I have. But he's not, of course. But it looks similar, doesn't it?
Is he not?
Yeah. So I thought about this too. I remember two seasons ago when I was watching him, I was like, dog, he's balling like him. His shooting form's like him. He's composed like him. Same physical stature. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
He has the same dog. However, this man goes back home, listens to country music, bobsled, whatever. Jimmy Butler's cool dude. And we were talking about that NBA Youngboy, John Morant. Talk about NBA Youngboy because John Morant wants to act hard by showing the blicky and stuff. However, I still think no matter what, that Jimmy Butler's harder than John Morant because of how he balls on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch go on YouTube when you find some time, they're really cool to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler's YouTube vlogs are so dope to watch.
Are they?
He's on the Caribbean. There's some where he's like when they played Milwaukee and swept them. He had a whole vlog when he was in Milwaukee doing that.
Nice.
Before that, he had another vlog in Bali on the beach in Africa. Like, they're really dope to watch.
Nice.
And he's like a goofball.
Yeah.
You want to talk about like a goofball?
Hey, we're gonna start doing these vlogs too.
Yeah.
So we got a trip. We got a trip planned this summer
That's right. When?
in July. July, I think it's 12th through the 14th.
Okay.
11th.
That whole weekend?
11th through. No, it's a week. It's during the week
Okay.
because it's just some vacationing tips for those out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you plan your vacation in the summer,
Yeah.
if you go on a weekend, everything is stupid packed
That's
and it's
facts.
super expensive. If you try to go from a Monday or a Tuesday to a Thursday or a Monday to a Friday, way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Cut in half.
But the trip.
Yes.
Okay.
So the trip is going to be a fishing trip or deep sea fishing trip. We're going to go on a voyage. It's all boys, my nephews, Fabrice, me. We got these
Be there.
cameras. We going out there. We're going to be recording, hitting the GoPro on the heads, while we're fishing. We'll do a vlog, have a good old time. No phones, no service, everything good.
I'm with it.
You with it?
I'm with it. I'm trying to do it.
We're going to Port Aransas.
I don't know.
Port Aransas, Texas, baby, right off the
I'm
Gulf
trying
of
to do it.
Mexico.
I'm actually really excited to go deep fishing because I never have been. I was actually talking to a friend yesterday. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to, bad juju. You don't want to jinx nothing. But someone yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, I go." What did he say? I think it was like, is it Greece? Not Greece. Ski fish? I don't know what it was. It's like a specific fishing he does.
Fly fishing, maybe?
Fly fishing.
Yeah.
Yes, and he likes it like a lot. He doesn't like doing any other regular
It's
fishing.
real. If you've ever been fly fishing, it's real frustrating at the
That's what
beginning.
he was telling me.
At the very beginning, but
Yeah.
once you get once you're able to whip it,
Real good.
It gets real calm and relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah. So he told me he was basically telling me the importance of a vacation because you need to reset, basically.
Yes.
But, for sure. And we'll get to that part at the second half of the show. But
I'm going to tell you about deep sea fishing though,
Okay.
like how that's relaxing.
Yeah.
Fly fishing so relaxing. Deep sea fishing, complete opposite,
What do you mean? It's hectic?
bro.
It's crazy?
When you got a fish that weighs 200 pounds on your reel
Yeah.
and it's fighting you and you're fighting it,
Yeah.
it's man versus beast.
Nah, but see, you like, what you like, 205?
Me?
Yeah.
220.
220? I'm
Yeah.
260.
I
ain't
think.
I ain't letting no fish come at me, dog.
All right.
Come on now.
Hey, we're vlogging this, so
Yeah.
whenever this video hits and we get this out for the Game Changers Network, remember this man saying those exact words
Put
because
the
I'm
camera
gonna
on
have him crying that his arm is so sore.
What are you
He's
talking
like,
about?
oh, come
Bro,
on, Dan,
look.
get this fishing rod.
Look at my veins right now, boy. I
Yeah,
ain't
just
even
wait.
flexing.
Just wait.
All right, we'll see.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see.
We
We're gonna see. What you think,
Okay,
nigga?
let's get back.
Okay.
So, Kyrie Irving
Yeah.
is wanting to go Lakers. What do you
So
feel
here's
about
my
that?
thoughts on that. They're gonna win a championship next year. Okay.
With him?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm really, really worried about who they trade for him. Right. Here's what I'm thinking. All right. So Lakers right now. Let's name the whole cast. You got LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Damn, it's a whole bunch of bombs. D'Angelo. Now that they lost, I'm mad as hell. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and who's their last one? Who am I missing here? Rui Hachimura. Okay, so that's five there, and then you got their bench: Lonnie Walker, Dennis Schroeder.
So
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get to Dennis Schroeder. You got Vanderbilt. You got Mo Bamba. You got a whole bunch of extensions on the bench. Kyrie Irving comes in. Who do you give up? I recommend you keep Austin Reeves because he's been balling. The Lakers' biggest problem is they give up some dogs. They give up Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso's balling in Chicago. Or is it? Yeah, Chicago. They just give up dogs every year, which kind of makes me upset. But keep Austin Reeves. He's been balling. If you want to keep Lonnie Walker, it's cool because you know he's been you can develop him pretty well. But now you need a true center,
bro. But why do you give up dogs for? You give up dogs for dogs, right? So
True, but
they gave that up
not too
for
many.
Russ,
Who?
right? For Westbrook. They gave up some stuff for that because they were hoping that they would mesh.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah.
I can tell you a duo that meshes. LeBron and Kyrie.
For sure. Well, LeBron 3 seasons ago and Kyrie.
Yeah.
LeBron now is a little sketchy a little bit. It's starting to.
Well, I mean, if you got somebody and you got Anthony Davis, if they keep Anthony Davis and LeBron and then they just add a Kyrie, trade whoever you need to trade.
I'm sorry, dog. I can't trust Anthony Davis no more.
I'm with you.
Son, did you put the camera in the middle? You saw that? Bruh, he's so soft. Anthony Davis, why you so soft?
It's the brow.
It's the brow?
You got to cut it.
That's so sad. We need you. You saw him perform? Mm-hmm. He might need to go over there with Dwight.
He might.
He might need to go over there with Dwight and
that would be a good
and Hassan Whiteside.
That would be a good trading proposal to trade AD.
Yeah,
it would.
And I think you should trade it. I'd much rather, because look, yesterday I would much rather have seen Tristan Thompson on the floor more, or Vanderbilt, or Mo Bamba on the floor more than Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Tristan was playing.
And he was balling. He was balling.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't making his free throws, but he was balling.
Yeah. And on defense, that's where it was mattering. And yeah, he was playing.
So that's why I'm like upset. I can't really trust AD no more. Yeah. So I think Kyrie would be a great addition to the Lakers. However, it depends on who they keep for it. Obviously, with Dennis Schroeder, D'Angelo Russell, and Austin Reeves, you got to give up APG or 2 to get Kyrie. And then have another one on the bench, I think. But
well, maybe. Because, I mean, you got to see where the contracts are structured because he just got traded to Dallas.
Yeah.
So whatever that contract looks like, I mean, you might not have to pay too much.
That's very true. Whatever the money terms are. Well, and his value came down, too. Mm-hmm. And don't forget who else is out there. Klay Thompson might hit the jack.
They got and Draymond Green, too.
And Draymond Green.
They're both up for renewal. So.
Yeah.
NBA's next season. I'm already talking about next season because I don't even want to watch any more basketball.
I'm watching. Yeah, I don't care about the Celtics really. I'm watching for Jimmy. I said this 3 episodes ago.
Michael Jordan's son, Jimmy.
Okay, chill out. I said it 2 episodes again. I'll say it again. Jimmy Butler is a him. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Here's why. Y'all seen how this dude shuts down teams. The Celtics ain't none right now.
I agree with you, but
he was
Denver is a
nobody's beating Denver though.
Denver is a big man team, and it is so hard when those big guys can shoot,
right?
Because you got to guard the paint, and then they throw it out to the perimeter, and then they just draining threes. It's like, what do I do? Like,
well, the Nuggets are going to win regardless.
Yeah, they're good.
All 5 of their starters, except for Jamal, are at least 6'8" taller.
They're good,
bro. Like if you take out Jamal, they're all pretty much. I say 6'11".
And then if you got
crazy
Jokic going in the paint, you have to get 2 people on him because that man is just. Is it Jokic?
Why could you say Jokic for it? It's that Andrews, Texas.
Bro, that's my Mexican American slang. Yoka. A hockey. Yeah. My bad. Jokic.
Oh my God.
Jokic.
Nikola Jokic from Serbia.
Jokic. Okay, so Jokic. Mm-hmm. When he goes in that paint, 2 men have to pay attention. 2 men got to get on that. You know what I mean?
He did.
Because and there was 2 guys on him, and he was still scoring. Mm-hmm. So when you got 2 guys there, you're leaving a guy open, and then he's good enough to assist.
Yeah.
He's got the vision. So when he goes through the paint, he's got 2 people on him. He just shoots it out. Boom.
True.
And then those big guys are just shooting. I'm telling you, it was like, and we couldn't stop it. They ran the same play probably 7 times and scored on it. Same play. Yeah. And I was just sitting there watching they're doing the same thing.
Same damn thing. And it was working.
It was working. And then if they only did 1 man on him, he was just going in the paint. Oh, man.
Nothing you can do. Hey, pay attention. I'm going to take a break right now and tell Nathan to pay attention so we can.
Is he texting?
Is it Nathan or Nathaniel? What's your full name? It's Nathaniel. Nathaniel. I love it. Sorry, I shouldn't curse on national podcast TV. He's already talking to Shorty.
Shouty.
Oh, your mom?
It's not his mama.
Hey, let me tell you something. Put the camera on me. Let me tell you something. But I was listening to I think it was you having this conversation with me, right? What's the best music time period? It
Yes.
was 2000,
2000 eras and
Okay.
2010.
And I think, was it you that was bumping Me and You? Yeah, it was on the golf course.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, he put on Cassie's Me and You.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's me and you. Now, I've been waiting, thinking I'll make a move. I was like, damn. And you get down like that?
I get down like that.
Hey,
Every time I go golfing.
Yeah, that's got to be some of the best
There's
music.
got to be
of all
some
time.
good vibes out there. Because if you playing some bad vibes,
Yeah.
you're just not gonna be hitting right.
You know me hitting
It's
right.
not gonna be hitting right.
And that's why I'm like, damn, I really like how that works.
Yes.
I love that music, man.
It's so amazing.
Oh, man, dude. Give me another, like, bop from back in the day.
From 2000s or
Yeah.
2010s?
Any Black Eyed Peas songs was hard. My Humps?
Yeah, that was a pretty good song.
You like My Humps?
So Outkast, do you
Fergalicious?
like Hey Ya? Hey Ya was a good song.
What's that one?
Hey Ya?
Which one? How's that go?
Outkast?
Oh,
You don't know
Outkast.
Hey Ya?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I
But
said
Miss
everybody
Jackson's
knows
way
that.
more known than that.
True, but I'm talking. You said bop. Like
A bop?
Miss Jackson isn't like Miss
It's-
Jackson. Miss Jackson, you sing to.
Okay,
You
here's
sing
some,
with.
here's some, okay? I'm going to say it. I don't care. One of my all-time favorite bops
Don't do it.
is Glamorous
Ooh,
by Fergie.
ooh.
First class. Up in the sky. Come on, man. You already bopping your head, boy. Champagne.
Yeah,
Living a life. But I'm telling you what, that, bro, music was just undefeated.
it was.
Undefeated.
It was, man.
Yeah. How did we get here from basketball?
I don't know, but that's you right. That's some good
Bro, that's
jams.
probably one of some of the best music. Nate, what's your song from 2000s era?
You don't even know.
How old are you? Boy, it's over here. I said right foot creep while walking with a. That's you?
Uh-huh.
Nathan's like 17, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's some of the best music of all time. They don't make music like that no more, man.
I know.
You know?
Everything's real. The trap music era. When,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's his era. It's trap music, but it's like 4 words and then they just repeat it and they go.
True. True. And it all sounds the same.
It all sounds.
It
the
all
same.
sounds the same.
But back then they had to like they were producing like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was hits. They were bangers back then.
True.
Like, I could still listen to that music right
well,
now.
who we have? Who did they have back in the day? They had
Everybody. Nelly.
I was just about to say Nelly.
Yeah.
First of all, Dilemma's a hit.
It is a hit.
No matter what I do.
That's my stuff, dog. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And you know that too. You hit that. I mean, you hear that song. You got to hit.
Yeah, I always correlate Nelly with Plies. Plies has some hit.
Yeah.
People sleep on Plies. He had a bunch of hit. He was a little bit newer though in that era.
Yep.
Female
Nelly.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that?
Nelly. Underle, mama, yeah.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
No.
What's happening? What?
I don't know that one. But that boy turned the hat backwards, boy. That boy turned the hat backwards. But I forgot about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne go hard.
Went hard in 2000s.
Bro, Lil Wayne went hard, period.
And then 2000 was Drake came in 2000s.
Tens.
No, he came in 2000s.
Late, though.
Yeah, late 2000s.
Late 2000s. And then he popped off like,
Yeah, 2000, and he's still popping off.
he's still, I mean, it's Drake. You know, you can't really go wrong with Drake.
No.
That Carter 4 album was crazy.
What is that song? The Mo Bamba?
I'm not going to say that. Calling the young brothers fun. That was I mean, that's a classic. But that's a new gen. I mean,
Hey, I think I told you this. So whenever I heard this at a stadium, I can't remember what stadium it was, and I called Fabrice up, and I'm like, "Hey, what's this song?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "This is what it sound like, but I don't know the words."
Yep.
And he like, Mobamba? And I was like, "What?" He's like, "No, that's the name." I was like,
what the song?
"For real?" He's like, "Yeah." So I YouTube it, and I was like, "Oh."
And he was like,
there
yeah.
it is.
He was on the phone. He was like,
found
yeah. I was like, bro, I told you.
Yeah,
So
I
the
got
reason
excited.
why that song is so sweet is because I graduated Tech in 2021.
Yeah.
But a year prior, Texas Tech went to the first ever Sweet 16. And that song was like our anthem for the year. Back when, that's when we was flipping cars and
Oh no, y'all made it. Y'all didn't make it to Sweet 16. Y'all made it to the finals.
To the the finals against Tennessee.
Yeah.
Our very first time, we was flipping card. Bro,
We got dookied on. That game was bad.
It was. We got
final.
We got dookied on, and we played great the whole season. Chris Beard did his thing as a coaching staff, but we didn't come through at the end. But bro, when I tell you like the scenes, so if you go to Lubbock, Broadway is like one strip.
Yep.
Okay, so you couldn't even drive down there.
Oh, I know.
So I drove around and I parked where I stayed at my complex, and we just walked around there. Bro, we walked from the stadium all the way down Glenna Goodacre. That's where like the bars are, Logie's and stuff.
Yep.
And then we walked all the way around down like I don't even know what street it was. Once we got to Broadway, bro, it was going crazy. Like it was going nuts.
I know. I saw a car like flipped over.
Limes. We was burning lime scooters. I mean, it was like, okay, I went in, don't even look at me. I wasn't participating.
You said we.
Hold on. That is a derogatory noun. That doesn't accommodate me, but yeah, it was lit, bro.
I bet.
It was lit.
That's
Would you have been there if you were back in college?
1,000,000%.
$1,000,000%?
Yeah.
You were a dog too.
Yeah. I'd have been trying to ramp them lime scooters like, you flipped the car over, put a board on it. I'm going to go over it. Yeah.
You're a dog, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You're a dog, huh?
I was dumb in college.
Okay.
I would have definitely been doing
You
that.
made dumb choices?
In college?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We made dumb choices too. But a very smart choice to make is to go to CourseCareers.com. College can be very expensive, yes, we know, but do not fear because Course Careers is here. With Course Careers, you can go ahead and sign up for an online course for either digital marketing, digital sales, or information technology, and those courses give you a certificate that is credible just as much as a college degree. And with those certificates, you're able to get a desired salary just the same as a regular job, or if not, sometimes even better if you that kind of witty person. So go ahead and head over to CourseCareers.com. Use the code FAB50, that's FAB50, for $50 off your entire course price. We use discounts on any goddamn thing. So go to CourseCareers.com, use code FAB50, and get started on your collegiate career.
There we go. And our other official sponsor is HTO.
Woo.
Yeah. And my favorite drink there is called the Wedding Cake. I always get a huge from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. Cost me about $1.92, $1.95, somewhere around there. Refreshing, especially during these hot summer months. And then what does Fabrice always get?
Hey, my favorite taste is the Mango Fresco. About $1.89, I believe, and it tastes just as good as your sweetest memories.
Absolutely.
So go ahead and head to HTO. That's the place to go.
All right, and back to the show.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about this huge thing.
Okay.
So I know you were talking about tech, but I want to get into, should LeBron retire?
Okay. I don't think so, dog. I think LeBron's got two more years in him, and by the end of those 2 years, his son's gonna be in the league. So
Did you say he's only got 2 years in him?
I'd say probably 2 or 3.
So I think he is. I'm not gonna say getting bored of the game, but I'm gonna say getting tired of the critics. Like he's done more than enough to be crowned the king of basketball. Like he
is the king.
Well, yeah, but crowned, like actually the media and everyone to actually admit it. So I think he's already done everything that he got Cleveland their championship, what he wanted to do. He's gotten ring now at Lakers, at Miami, and at Cleveland.
Okay.
Like he's already set his legacy, right? Okay. He's there. The only thing that he wants to do left is to play with his kid, with Bronny.
Yeah.
And do you think? I think that he might be possibly thinking about a retirement, like a way out, right?
What do you mean?
So, kind of like what Tom Brady did.
Okay.
So Patriots are like, okay, you need to retire, basically, and he's like, no, I'm not. Tampa Bay calls him. They're like, hey, we're in Florida. I'm going to pay you some good money. We just want you to come over here and play. And then all of a sudden, this man wins him a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's bowling. He's balling.
He's balling, and he wins a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. It's like, so I think, if he decides to go on this retirement tour, that
He's got Jamal Murray in him.
I think he does.
I agree. I think if Kyrie goes to the Lakers, it's highly possible.
Yeah.
Because now you got, Kyrie's unique. When Kyrie's balling, he's unstoppable too. But he definitely can.
Yeah.
I don't think he should retire though. I think definitely after he plays at least a season with his son, which I think if the NBA script gods exist, which they do, they're gonna end up on the same team.
Oh, they definitely. 100%. And whoever gets Bronny Jr. or Bronny, whoever gets Bronny is going to get LeBron. So you can almost
guarantee
whoever gets him is going to.
They're going to make a trade.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to make a trade.
And then just to make it solidified, I'm sure that team is going to spend everything they got to get a great team around that team.
100%.
And shoot for the championship.
100%. I don't think he should retire at all. I think
that man got another like 5 to 6 years in him. I don't think he's got 2 to 3.
LeBron
I think
he's 39.
I understand 38. That. But the way he plays, the way he takes care of his body, his health, his mental, like the way he just carries himself and takes care of himself.
Yeah.
That man could really play till he was in his mid-40s, I believe.
I don't know, because Udonis Haslam tried that. He's been riding the bench ever since.
Who?
Udonis Haslam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not LeBron.
That's true. No one is LeBron.
Yeah, no one's LeBron. And the same thing for like Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't retire till he was in his mid-40s, I believe.
That is right. He's 44.
Yeah, 44. Yeah. And, I mean, he made a run the year before he retired to the Super Bowl.
But I think that's nuts.
But this last year, my Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons retired to that. What's that, Cowboy Nation?
I'm actually excited to watch football this year.
Bro, I'm so excited.
My first time learning
like basketball
players.
Is your sport.
Yeah.
Football is mine.
That's your thing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, y'all are hearing all this Lakers stuff going on right now.
Here come the Cowboys.
I'm telling you right now, when this Dallas Cowboys, baby, I'm gonna have my signed Jason Witten football sitting right here up front and center. I'm gonna have my little mini football helmet, my Dak Prescott jersey on, you know what I'm saying? My Dallas Cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Right now it's baseball season, so I got my Rangers hat on, but I'm gonna have my Dallas Cowboys hat. Oh, it's gonna be lit.
I know.
And especially when your brother be playing, Loic, shout out Loic. When he's playing for the Texas Tech Red Raiders, I'm be having my black and red on.
Boy.
He looking good. I love football season.
Man, I have a love-hate, bittersweet relationship with football season, bro.
Why?
I don't know. I never got into it like that.
Never?
Till this year.
Oh, man. It's...
So I know everything about the rules. I probably know more rules than your average football watcher. But
you just don't know like
the players.
Yeah.
So I don't know the drama.
Yeah.
That's like half of it. It's like half of football. Why does coach, why this player can go to the team because of this coach or like the relationship they had before? Like, for example, Lamar Jackson. Yeah. He had like a big ordeal drama thing recently with the team that he chose or something like that. Yeah, the Ravens. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So his deal is that he doesn't have an agent that represents him to make the money deals.
Oh.
His mom is his agent.
What the hell?
Yeah. So he hasn't had a contract this whole time. Well, I mean, he's been getting paid from his rookie contract, but now his rookie contract is up, and he's wanting to make his big major contract
on his own.
On his own, without an agent.
That's hard.
Which his mom did.
That's tough.
But now, he's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Shout out
because of that. Shout out, mom. Shout out Lamar. Yeah.
He's a generational talent too.
Yeah, he did his thing. But Baltimore Ravens needed him. If he wouldn't have signed with the Ravens and he signed any other team, he brings that team up to a playoff caliber team as soon as he gets there.
That's actually kind of lit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man. But football is football, man. There's so much drama, and it's such a week-to-week thing that. So, like basketball, it's hard to do the drama in basketball because they play every other day.
True.
Football is every Sunday, so they have a whole week to recover. There's so much drama that happens in that week.
And there's so many games.
In a single weekend, there's so many games, there's so many drama. And me being a Cowboys fan, you know this. Every week is so surprisingly different. We could be balling out of our minds, kicking teams' butt by 50 one week,
and then we go
and play like a Houston team that's 1-11, and lose to them, or we win by 3 points. It's like,
nah, y'all lose sometimes.
I know.
It don't make sense how y'all be
it don't
losing
make
some
sense.
games.
Hey, you're gonna hear me smiling, laughing. You're gonna hear me crying sometimes. You know. Hey, but that's
man.
football. That's football season.
It's sad to see.
I'm excited.
I hate seeing the Cowboys lose because Daniel gonna be, what's up, Daniel?
I'll be like,
Hey,
I don't want to.
how you doing, bro? I'll call you later, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was so salty with the Lakers, bro. I had 4 people message me
Yeah.
nuggets, like chicken nuggets.
For real?
Yeah, just nuggets.
That's so funny you say that. I had
Haters, bro.
I had a homegirl message me, LeBroom. She sent me
LeBroom.
a broom. I was like, bruh.
Sweep.
All my other homies, let's sweep.
The sweep. Yeah. Now my people sent me chicken nuggets.
That's tough. That's so sad. Bless you, brother. Yeah, that's so sad, bro.
And you know what I told them? I can't say on this podcast, but you can imagine. You can imagine.
I say
what
a few
said.
words or two. I don't care.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's one of the, I'm really excited to watch it, to be honest. Especially this year. I'm gonna be on fantasy, not even on no league, just to read the names and the players and see who's dogging.
Oh yeah.
See who's who. See who's what.
No,
Like,
and I'm 100% educating you on all
Yeah.
that. And once we get into fantasy football, you'll educate yourself because you got to pick players every week.
yeah. Well, let me ask you, who are the top 5 receivers in the NFL right now?
It's really hard. Like
Okay.
you don't know until off season starts because a lot of injuries happen now. So, I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Who are the top 5?
Hold up, because my stuff is going crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, you see how you turn into Inspector Gadget? You know that Ben 10 watch?
Bro, like you don't understand. My watch is going nuts.
No, you
right
good,
now.
bro. Did you watch Ben 10 growing up? Ben 10 was lit, yo. Bro, the fire one, the big old, the coolest one was probably like the original Ben 10. Like I think it was number 7, the big old green ball. You could turn into a ball and then just roll everywhere.
Ben 10?
Yeah, Ben 10.
Okay, let's go back to this conversation. What were we saying?
Sorry, the Cowboys.
Cowboys. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. So my phone, like my watch, I get notification. I didn't bring my phone this time because I had somebody tell me that I was getting disrupted, but I forgot that my watch is now connected to my phone. So like for real, my watch was just vibrating like 20 times, like bzz, bzz, bzz,
What was going on? What was happening?
group message. Don't you love group
The
messages?
GC.
Goodness
The
gracious.
GC.
But we were talking about receivers.
Top 5. Yeah.
So receivers, it's really hard. And then we did a draft. The draft just happened.
Yeah.
So you really, from last year, so the Vikings have the one that does the gritty, Jefferson.
Okay.
So you got him. You got Chase with the Bengals. The Cowboys, they have CeeDee Lamb. You still have, is it Austin with the Eagles? I mean, there's so many good receivers out there. Like, it's hard to put the top 5 or top 10 because you just don't know.
You don't know who's going to pop off or what?
And that's what makes fantasy football so fun is you go off of the stats of the last season, the previous season.
That's sick.
But if let's say that we draft this high drafted person and then they get injured week 1,
It's done.
you're busted.
You're busted. That's
Yep, you got a busted draft.
You watch football too? Oh, okay. So y'all have to teach me then.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we'll definitely teach you. But
Okay.
it's a. I'm telling you that sport, man. Football is such a. It's
a lame sport
not lame, bro. Hell no, it's not.
compared
lame.
to all the other sports in the world. It's pretty lame.
Football is.
Compared to soccer, it's pretty lame.
Soccer is the lamest sport I've ever watched in my entire life.
Wait till I put you on soccer field, but you ain't gonna make it. I can make it on the football field. Soccer, actual full soccer pitch, and I put you midfield. You ain't making it.
You ain't making it in football.
I'm making it in football. What are you
ain't
talking
making it in
about?
football.
But I'm fast.
Your knee would have been blown out a long time
Yeah,
ago.
oh, for sure. No, for sure. My knee out. I'm
talking
out. I'm out first season.
No, but football
Football is dope, though. I'm not going to say it's a lame. That's disrespect to all the players. But it's
is
one of
not
those
lame.
sports that you got to respect the physicality.
So it's dramatic. It's very
Traumatic or dramatic?
dramatic.
Okay.
Like the story, the sequences, the games, how it plays off. Like it's such a dramatic story. And the games too, some of the games that are must-win games to get in playoffs or must-win games in playoffs to get to the next round. It's not a series. You don't play them 2 or 3 times. It's one game. Like you better do all the studying that you can for this one game because this is all this is your opportunity. This is it. If you lose, you lose. Like with the Cowboys in San Francisco, we've played them. We've lost to them the last 2 years in divisional playoffs. The Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. We lost to them the last 2 years. Pretty much the same sequence, the same way we've lost to them back to back, which we've had the opportunity to come back and score, or we've had the opportunity to come back and make it to get to the NFC Championship, but we didn't do it.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
So now, and that's why I say this, where drama and all this stuff comes in, is it the players? Is it the coach? Is it the coordinator? Is it the owner? Like, what is it? Do we need to draft this? Do we need to do this? Like, what's going on? And there's so many players. It's 11. You got 11 offense, 11 defense. You got 11 special teams. So what is this formula that we need to do to make it to the Super Bowl next year? Because that's the goal, right?
I'm excited. When does the season start?
It's July, August starts preseason, but preseason games are that shows the rookies.
Pretty boring. September season?
It pretty much is starting.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts. Preseason starts, and that's when they start cutting the rosters down to what they're gonna go into the season with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. September-ish.
August, September. Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready. You trying to be in the league?
Have you seen Hard Knocks?
No.
Go if you have HBO Max.
Yeah.
Watch Hard Knocks.
What's that like a?
It's a football training season, and then they go through the season.
Oh, you're talking about it's like a
It's a football documentary.
Yeah, documentary. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I heard it was tough.
Watch any of them.
Okay. Okay.
Cowboys my favorite, of course, but
okay.
watch any of them because it's.
You a D-rider, bro.
I love the Cowboys. Hey, I grew up. If you're from Texas and if you're not a Dallas Cowboy or Houston fan,
or Ravens,
no, Dallas, bro. If you're from Texas and you're not a Dallas Cowboys or
how many teams are in Texas? I'm sorry.
2, Dallas Cowboys, Houston, Texas.
What?
Yes.
Where am I getting Ravens from?
Baltimore. I don't know. Probably because we were talking about it earlier. But if you're from Texas and you're not a Texas team favorite,
told you how much I know.
I'll punch you.
Tells you exactly how much I know.
Just kidding. I won't punch you.
Nah, that's cool.
I still love you, but you just need to come on board, hop on the Cowboy train.
I don't know if I want to get, because I know every sport deeply, except for golf and football.
Yeah.
But I know everything else deeply. I can tell you all about soccer, but yeah, I grew up in that.
See, and when I was in college, it's a funny thing. All of my frat bros, soccer. Huge soccer.
Oh yeah.
Soccer is so lame to watch.
Bruh,
I cannot watch soccer to save my life.
Let me tell you how big soccer is, okay?
I know how big it is, and they've told me this too. They all tell me about the World Cup and how many people watch and blah, blah, blah.
Not even that, okay? How many football leagues are there?
How many what?
Football leagues are there, or organizations, I guess.
Well, right now there's only 2.
Okay.
In the United States, I mean, there's European leagues and all that stuff, but in the United States, there's 2.
There are 30 plus leagues in soccer. 30 plus.
Okay.
You know what that means, bro?
What does that mean?
In 30 plus leagues, there's at least 12 teams.
Okay.
Premier League has like 20, and that's one division. And then there's 2 divisions. Division 2 is like 20 more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, like what? So let's do the math on that. 20 times like 12 times like 30. Come on, bro.
I'm not saying that it's not
big, bro. You got Premier League,
big,
Bundesliga, La Liga. You got the Europeans League. What the heck? You got Champions League. All the teams that play together, and then we got outside. Like you got the African League, and then boy.
I mean, that's cool to have these leagues and whatnot, but
it's just fun to watch.
On Saturday, people are watching college football. On Sunday, people are watching NFL.
Let me tell you something.
That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. Bud.
If there was a soccer game on Saturday, nobody's watching the soccer game. They're watching the college football game.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to educate you.
Let me tell you something.
Unless it's the World Cup, nobody really watches soccer.
What do you, bro? Okay, let me tell you something.
I'm just being honest with you.
If we compare the Premiership numbers right now, with the football numbers right now,
check
done.
it. Go check it.
Go
look at Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles compared to whatever you're talking about outside of the World Cup. Yes, it's just a divisional team.
Look at those.
It's not even a huge game. It's not a playoff game or anything. It's just a divisional game.
Okay, look
Cowboys
up,
versus
like
Eagles.
the viewership on that, and then look up. I'll give you a good one, and then look up Liverpool versus Arsenal. There you go.
Here we go. He's going to check out the stats on this real quick. And then I'm just telling you, it's just it's an American thing. I mean, maybe across the world, maybe in the entire world, soccer is a bigger thing, but in the United States, football is definitely
way bigger.
way bigger in the United
Yeah,
States.
and it's fun to watch. I love watching football, but soccer isn't like because if
I can't watch soccer and get excited about soccer.
because you haven't seen good games.
I have seen good game.
Which
I watched
ones?
in the World Cup. I watched like Mexico
But see,
versus
you're
USA.
watching. That's not a good game. That's just a
What's a
hype
good game then?
bro. Go to the Premiership and watch any of the top 5 players: Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. Any of them, bro.
Just
Any
watch
of
them play.
Yeah, just watch them play any game. You watch how they waxing dudes. You got dribble skills, and these
Well,
guys are
that's,
running.
That's cool to see it, but
Yeah.
what's the main purpose of soccer is to make goals, right?
Yeah, what's the main purpose of football? Is to make goals, right?
Yeah, but you got 11. How many players are on a soccer field?
11.
There's 11 on 11.
Yeah,
Same as football.
yeah,
Football and soccer is the same. One's just kicking a ball, one's throwing a ball.
yeah,
One's getting beat up, the other one's getting kicked.
yeah.
Okay.
What are the
I just
numbers
couldn't get into soccer. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater.
on
Am I a soccer hater?
They're a soccer hater.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. I played, just to be clear, I played soccer when I was 5 years old up to about 11 years
That's
old.
what it is.
No, I love soccer.
Yeah.
Playing the sport, I loved it.
Mhm.
I really did.
Now imagine doing it against like guys like Ronaldo. I don't know if you saw, Ronaldo scored this nasty goal yesterday.
My kid. Oh, by the way, my kids love soccer.
Yeah.
Like they love Ronaldo and
Messi.
Messi.
Of course.
They watch him on YouTube
But who else do
all
they
the
love?
time. That's it. Those are the only two. But it goes to show you. I mean, that's who's
Come
being viewed.
on, we're
That's
talking
who's
about
being viewed.
legends.
That's who's being viewed on YouTube.
No, nobody's watching Ronaldo right now because everyone's watching him on Twitter because he's over there in Al Nasir in freaking Dubai right now,
Oh, yeah.
balling. You know who they're watching, bro?
Who?
I'm not gonna say Paul Pogba because he's injured, but they're watching Arsenal right now, bro. Aubameyang, freaking I can't even name the Arsenal team. Man United, Bruno Fernandes. They're watching Inter Milan, Lukaku.
My kids are watching what's on YouTube, and that's Ronaldo and Messi. That's it.
What are the numbers?
What?
That's the goals. 12 to 10. 12 to 10. What?
What's the views? No, we want to
No,
know the
the
views.
views. This man pulled up the record.
He pulled up the record. Oh my god! Well, the Cowboys won last season.
Yeah.
They had a winning season. I'm happy
It's
with
cool.
that.
It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I think soccer is one of those beautiful things, and so is football. Soccer is one of those beautiful things because it takes natural talent, right? Like technique, physique.
You gotta have the same.
Hold
thing
on.
in football.
Can I continue? Hold on, continue.
Keep on.
Okay, so the
You
camera
got,
on
you
me?
got the numbers? What is it?
Soccer is 1.1 million.
Million? Yeah.
Boy, no way, boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's crazy. Well, that's because it's probably centered around one country. It makes sense.
I'm just trying to tell
But
you.
here's what I'm
Football's
saying.
a huge thing. Until the World Cup. When the World Cup
Yeah,
comes,
that's the
numbers change.
Like quadruple.
Yeah, but if you had I'm telling you, if you had the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing with America is like
The culture.
yes, and the Cowboys, whether anyone wants to hate or not,
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys are America's team. I don't give a crap what you
for
say.
sure. For sure. Yeah.
So
yeah.
if the Cowboys were in a Super Bowl playing against it doesn't matter who, and you had the World Cup,
that leaves,
people
yeah,
would be
people are
tuned in
watching.
to the Cowboys playing in the
I
Super Bowl.
don't know if it's with the World Cup. I don't know. Depends on
It
who's
would
playing
be
in the
it would
World
be
Cup.
a very competitive day.
Yeah, but very.
Very
I got both
competitive day.
TVs on.
I got both TVs on. You know what I'm saying?
Both TVs on.
I got both of them on, but I'm just telling you, like, it would be a very
That'd be
competitive day.
crazy.
But viewership wise,
Yeah.
I mean, NFL is people like
No, for sure.
you got to think about this. Like,
Well, hold on. Let me finish this.
Okay,
before,
okay,
Let me
okay.
finish this before
Okay, go.
people start slandering me online because I don't
All
want them to think I'm stupid. I'm saying soccer is a very like a talented like in terms of technique, a natural ability, like coordination, etc. Football is mostly physically talented.
no, absolutely
But
not.
then you have to have the mental too. Like I'm not gonna disregard all the other like who are got technique and stuff like that, like footwork
Bro.
and all that. But
Do you
like-
not know that? So you got linemen. Let's get into this.
all right, talk.
Okay, so you got linemen, right?
All right.
You got these huge
Physique.
6'7", 6'8", 350-pound dudes that run 40s
Mm-hmm.
in less than under 5 seconds.
Physique.
Huge dudes.
Yep.
In soccer, you don't got no 350-pound man running down the soccer. Like you have to get this big big
Yeah.
ASS wall
Yeah.
for your quarterback and running backs, right?
That's what I'm saying. Physique.
So you have that line,
Yeah.
and then that's one skill, that's
Mm-hmm.
one skill set, and then you got to find one skill set position for a tight end that's that dude, and he can catch a football, and he can run routes and break your ankles. That's a tight end, okay?
Right.
And then, I mean, that's one thing. You got the linemen
Right.
that can block, that have big butts, that can get low, that can push, right?
He cold.
This is offense, right? And then you got the running backs. They got to be on their toes. They got to have a center gravity. If they get pushed one direction,
Yeah, it has to
they
be
can't
low.
just
They gotta
fall. You know,
counter
they
it.
got to
Yeah.
be loud. They got to be low.
Yeah.
And then you got wide receivers. They got to have the feet, and they got to have the hands, and they got to have the mental capacity to beat the person in front of them.
So how does that negate my statement? It doesn't.
What do you mean?
I told you my statement.
Is that-
It's a different talent you gotta have. It's physique
soccer.
on one end,
But
right?
you
With
said
football.
but you said that they have more talent in
No,
soccer.
that they both have talent. There's just different types. That's
Skill
what I'm
types.
talking about. Yeah. So like with football,
But-
it's mostly physique, and with soccer, it's mostly technique.
You have to have technique in football
Right.
to
But
be able
more
to
in
win.
soccer
How?
than in football. Because
How?
have you
You said
the
it's
thing is,
11
don't
on
watch
11. You
soccer,
said it's
though.
11 on
Yeah,
11, right?
Yeah.
So, do everyone on the soccer field have to have that same?
Yes.
They have to be able to kick. They have to be able
Yes.
to block. They have to be able to run
Yes.
fast and all that stuff, right?
Dribble. You got to
Okay,
be able to
so
control.
a running back. I'm telling you, in
mental.
football, a running back cannot be a lineman.
Right.
A quarterback cannot be a lineman.
Right. A receiver cannot be a lineman.
Right.
Right.
You have to be a special thing to be in that
Okay.
position.
So lineman's physique, right? Okay. Right.
Physique and skill. It's a skill set.
Right. But it's not technique per se.
It is technique. It's a lot of
Well,
technique.
because they train technique, because you got to hold them under. You got to make sure, like that's trained. Soccer is like naturally born, talented, gifted.
You cannot be a lineman that is not naturally born that big. You have to be naturally born and gifted that big to
Right.
be a lineman.
But you can train me to be a lineman.
You couldn't. I mean, you probably could, but
That's
you'd
what
have
I'm
to be a big boy. You'd be more like a defensive end, or you'd be a receiver or something. Or
Right.
if you could throw a football,
Right.
you'd be a quarterback because you're
Right.
tall enough and you're.
But I'm
skinny
not
enough, big
naturally
enough.
born talented, gifted. Now I might have a little bit of talent in me. Now I couldn't be in soccer like that.
You have to be.
Unless
the people that
hold on, unless you're Harry Kane, because goddamn. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
okay, so like your brother, for instance, Loic.
Yeah.
Okay, that man is naturally born and gifted
Mm-hmm.
at the position that he's at. Could he play any sport? Probably.
Yeah, he
right?
does.
But at the wide receiver position,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be like super skilled and gifted to be a D1
You
prospect.
do. You do.
In you know what I'm saying?
do.
Like he's a starter at Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to be that guy. It's not just something that if in the United States, everyone in there, every boy that is grown up in the United States, that's what they push to is
For
like
sure.
want to be this
For
football
sure.
star or
Yeah.
whatever. So not only do you have that going against you, to get in just into D1 college,
Yeah.
it's tough. There's like only 5% of kids in the United States that even get that.
All I'm saying is soccer requires more technique.
Football requires more technique. We can have this debate, bro. We can have this debate.
Soccer requires more because you know why? You have to control a ball skillfully. So soccer players control the ball more swiftly and more coordinate than football players do with their hands.
Every position
Okay,
is
that's a
different,
stretch.
though.
That's a stretch.
Every
That's a
position is
stretch.
different, though,
Okay.
because you got linemen.
Hold on. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But you're not beating me in this argument that soccer requires more technique than football.
It has
Football
to.
requires more strength.
No, technique. If you don't have technique, your
technique
team loses.
in where? Technique in
In
where?
every position
where?
on the
Go
field.
to the detail.
Lineman. If you're a center,
Mm-hmm.
that lineman has to get the ball from him
Okay.
to the quarterback and block. That's his technique.
That's
Yes.
not technique. That is not because so you talking about the what's the
Center.
what's the center, right? You grab the ball, you squat, and then you got to have the right angle to throw it to the quarterback, and then you got to
And-
pick up and
and
guard
block.
your dude, right?
A 350-pound,
Daniel.
6'7" man right in front of your face.
Yeah.
After you hike this ball, you have to be right back up.
Right.
And not let this man get back to your
Okay,
quarterback.
compare that to soccer with your knowledge of soccer.
Okay. With my knowledge of soccer, of kicking a ball,
Kicking a ball? You think soccer is just kicking a ball?
Or like putting it between someone is like nutmegging somebody?
That's not soccer. That's not something you go for.
That's what I'm just
Now,
saying.
some of the greats do, but here's what I'm trying to tell you. If you give me a ball right now, Daniel, if I could, there's players right now, and that's majority of them.
Okay.
They will kick a ball 70 yards out to you, and they will catch the ball like this on some anime shies.
Okay.
Like that. Now that is technique because you now have to gauge travel, speed, distance, and control. You put the foot down on the ball, and then you got to weigh distance, speed, gap, and then,
now let me show you.
Then defending. Defending's a whole different because you got, first of all, it's like basketball, right? When you defend, you got rule sets. I can't. If you're driving towards me, I can't lean in front of you to block because then that's a foul. In soccer, it's kind of the same. If I'm containing you is what they call it. Containing you while you're running alongside me, I can't push off of you. That's a foul, right? Unless you're in the penalty box. So you got, yeah, for sure. However, I'm saying with ball control, it's a whole different gap. I'm talking mile, maybe for my Europeans, kilometer gap of required technique that it is to play football. As a matter of fact, the only people in football that require true technique will probably be wide receivers.
No, sir.
And maybe quarterbacks.
No.
And quarterbacks.
So if you don't have a line, you don't even
But
have
you
a
don't
football
watch soccer,
team.
so you don't even know. You can't even make this comparison. It's not a
How?
valid argument because you don't watch soccer. You don't know. How long you play soccer for?
How long have you played football?
5 years.
You did not play football.
I played football middle school both years.
Okay.
And then I played football on the side like 2 years, so 4 years.
Okay. So
I can play football like any position, quarterback, wide receiver, lineman. I was a lineman when I played back in the day.
okay. So if you're a lineman, right?
Yeah,
So this is what I'm talking about in skills.
and I was good too, but I stopped them boys. Trust.
Yeah, but I'm just telling
trust
you.
that.
Yeah, and I mean possibly, but you put your skill
Possibly, I'm
position. Okay. Minus your knee being busted. Okay. If you were to go try to be a lineman at Tech right now, you would get demolished.
For sure, 100%.
Demolished.
Because
But it doesn't need technique or skill. You have to have technique and skill to get.
to get past, right?
Yes.
You do, but not as much as you do in soccer for just ball control.
That's just okay. You're talking ball control. Lineman, just a center. Okay, this man has to hike the ball directly to the quarterback. He has to get up and make sure that this big old 350-pound man doesn't get past him to hit his quarterback. Right. If he misses any little step, if this man misses the ball to his quarterback, it's a fumble and it's back to the other team. If this man misses a step, he's pushed back off his butt, and the guy in front of him is like, this man has to have technique and skill.
So I won't
to
even
block.
call that's not even called technique then. That's just called footwork. You got to have footwork.
And handwork, it's technique. You have to be down. You have to be in ready position. And that's lineman. That's just the lineman.
Now go to the quarterback.
Quarterback has to have technique to be able to throw the ball. He has to have the
100%.
vision. He has to have this. He has to have the arm. He has to have the legs. He has to have technique. If somebody does miss an assignment as a lineman, he has to be able to roll out of pocket and throw on the run. Have you tried to do that before?
Yes,
that
that's
is
hard.
freaking
That
hard.
is freaking hard.
And he's got to throw it on a dime because then you have these bad ASS defensive backs that can, on a drop of a dime, switch their feet work and get that ball.
I agree with you.
There is a lot of skill technique that has to happen in football.
So I'd say probably the only person with the most required skill technique on the field is a quarterback. That's probably why they get paid so much.
Yes, and linemen and receivers.
Sure. And so you're trying to say the whole team. But I'm
and
trying to tell you,
defensive backs,
soccer,
and defensive ends,
okay, so
and
let's go to
defensive
soccer
tackles,
now.
and safeties,
So let's go to
and punters, and kickers, and
punters
everybody.
are different.
Everybody
and
has to
skill.
have a technique and skill.
But same in soccer.
Yes.
You got, probably the person who requires the most skill, it doesn't look like it's probably the goalkeeper.
That's what I'm asking is like, that was my whole thing. Is like, in soccer, everyone plays that, right? That's their skill.
No, so there's different skills each. So the
that's what I was
goalkeeper
wondering.
so goalkeeper's off of work until your hands because you got to stretch out. So you can pull a muscle any second.
So is there like a forward, like a center?
See, you don't.
Right,
this argument's
left.
kind of negated because you don't watch. Okay, so football. First of all,
Okay.
depending on each person's skill and what they're good at. So because you don't go per position, you really go per each person on your team and what their individual skill is. Okay, so in football,
Same thing, football.
kind of because in football, yeah, I guess so. You just put them in positions. A wide receiver is probably the biggest category there. But in soccer, you have the goalie, you have defenders, and then in the group. So defenders, you have midfielders, and then you have attackers, right? So in attackers, you have forward attackers, holding attackers, and like just general attackers. Right. Midfielders, you have holding midfielders, defending midfielders, they're kind of the same thing, and then forward midfielders, and then like in the middle, they play kind of both sides.
So in soccer though, the same 11 play both, right? Until they substitute out.
What do you mean?
You said it's 11 on 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the 11, is there 5 defenders and 6 offense, or they both play the same things?
No.
Right?
No.
So they all play
No.
Okay, so what is it?
Okay, so I'm trying to tell you. So there's formations, okay? So in soccer, you basically have to add up everything to 11. So you can either have, the most common back in the day was 4 defenders. It was 4-4-2. 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 attackers.
Okay.
Right? And then there's variations of that now. So there's 4-3-3. So 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers, depending on what you want to do.
So
and
there's
depending
10.
on people you have. And the goalkeeper.
Okay.
11.
Gotcha.
So I have my glasses on. I don't know why I did that.
He's like,
You saw that habit? Inspector Gadget. So, for example, I'm going to break down Man United.
Okay.
Manchester United. They have this guy called Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, he's not the most physical, but he's fast. So they put him on the wing, okay? And other guys on the wing on this side. Now, usually you can cover that ground. And in the middle now, you usually have guys like me, I wouldn't say 6'6", but like 6'4", 6'3", bigger dudes. They're still pretty fast on their feet. They're not super fast, but they're, they can hold their own. And when somebody come close to them, they can slide. I'm talking like from here to that camera. Okay. They can slide probably even further, boy. I'm talking, okay? Boy, they knock the sonic rings out you. That's how, boy, good they slide, okay? Mm-hmm. Now you have the midfielder. Let's say let's do a 4-4-2, why not? Let's say on my team, I have 2 Loics, my little brother, and he's fast. And then I have, definitely not Nate's. No, I'm joking. He's
the goalkeeper. What's up, guys?
I don't know. Let me think of a guy who'd probably relate. Not LeBron. Maybe 2 Steph Currys. Oh yeah.
So
hold on in the middle, right? Mm-hmm. So correlate this one: Steph Curry and Kyrie. Maybe Steph Curry and Kyrie in the middle. Okay. And we're doing 4-4-2, right? Okay. They both can handle the rock, right? So in soccer, their version is they can really dribble, and that's really what you want. Okay. You can have one of those, maybe one that can dribble. So one Steph Curry or one Jokic who can hold his own. Okay. So for example, Paul Pogba would be a Jokic because he can pass the ball no matter where on the field. Okay, Steph Curry would be a Messi because he can pass the ball out on the field, but he's swift with it, okay? So that's your midfielders. Now you have attackers. This is where you have, like, prime Kobe, okay? So that's pretty much what it is in soccer. You don't really have, like, a LeBron attacker. You got your prime Kobe's, okay? You got your prime Kobe. He's another, like, dog scorer. Maybe Killer Clan is prime. You got them shooters, okay? They're really like skillful in their own ways because of that, right? It requires their own techniques, and that's where they correlate. So it's not really necessarily the only grouping there. It's just where they play on the field.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said all of that to where I'm trying to ask you: did they play both? Like, let's say that Messi was dribbling it down the field, and then this other guy, defender, comes in and gets the ball from him. Does now Messi have to go and play defense and get the ball back?
Sometimes, not all the time. But so the further up, so let's say 4-3-3, defenders, midfielders, attackers. The further up the field you go in positions, the less they can defend.
So they're just hanging out there. So if they get the ball stolen from them, they're just hanging out until the defenders get it back.
You're going back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So this is the difference between football. Is football has very specific positions that very specific people can only play. Like
I see what you're saying. So you're saying like offensive teams and defensive teams.
Yes, you have and like.
From the beginning. Nah, it makes sense what you're saying.
Yes. Okay. So you have specific left tackle, left guard, center, guard, right tackle, tight end, running back, fullback, quarterback, receiver, and then you have receiver X, Y, and Z. Okay. This is just offense. Yeah. Then you go on defense and you have DB. You got a free safety. You got a strong safety. You have middle linebacker. You have an outside linebacker. And then you have your defensive ends and then your 2 techniques or nose guards. Okay. And every single person has to have a very specific, unique skill. That's why they're in that position.
Well, same in soccer.
Yes. and but they don't play offense and defense. Defense plays defense. Offense plays offense. A quarterback's not going to go and play a defensive back.
Well,
I mean, in high school maybe,
Yeah.
but like when